Minister for Tourism and Civil Aviation Dr. Clarice Modeste Curwen says government is committed to repatriating Grenadians employed on cruise ships who are affected by the spread of COVID-19 globally. In an exclusive interview with GIS on Tuesday, Minister Modeste Curwen said government has received requests from 2 cruise ships, Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines and Disney, to bring Grenadians home. Over 200 Grenadians are employed on cruise ships, but so far Grenada expects over 80 to return home.
We have made arrangements for 88 persons at this time. We hope that all of them are well, but we also have to be prepared in the event that 1 or 2 of them are not well. We have to ensure that we test everybody. We have to ensure that they get regular checks from the nurses, the physicians, temperature checks, etc. So there is a protocol in place that must be followed, and when people just come into the region and say in 3-4 days' time we drop enough people as though they don't matter, it's a bit disturbing. So at this time we're still, we have some tentative dates. We are waiting on the cruise lines to give us something more exact before we say a date, but we have some tentative dates from at least 2 cruise lines at this time. We have a proposal from a 3rd one without a date. And then thirdly, we also have some hearsay situations.
The minister says the cruise lines have been on the water since the start of the spread of the virus, with workers from several Caribbean countries. She addressed cruise lines that are on the water, but no request has been made.
According to our policy, the cruise lines are expected to do certain things. Let us know the status of health of the persons on board, do some testing, and we must have that conversation, because we have to prepare. Someone who is apparently well is different to somebody who is obviously sick. And so the preparation is different. But also, we have a policy which has been mandated by the Ministry of Health that whoever comes in at this time must be quarantined. And this quarantine is going to be a supervised quarantine. Means that we have to have a location that is designated for that. It's not home quarantine or self-quarantine. We're not going there because our experience with that has not been very successful.
Quarantine stations and locations have been identified by the Ministry of Health, Government and SGU to house these Grenadians on their return. Minister Curwen explained that they will be tested upon arrival to confirm their health status.
We expect them to do a test on the cruise ship before they leave. They leave the ship and come maybe about 24 hours, 48 hours before. We expect the temperatures to be taken periodically and that reported to us. But we will be doing everything here. And the thing is that everybody, you notice I beg you for my 6 feet. I think really and truly in Grenada we all have to treat each other as though each other had it, because this thing doesn't respect anybody. And saying, well, this is my friend, or this is the minister, so it's not okay. Each one of us have to do what they have to do.